Losers. Evil astrologian? Nah, it can't be. Oh no, it can't be. This is the first time we have all gathered in one place. Perhaps formal introductions are in order. I am. Welcome, welcome. What will you be having? Can we have a moment, please? We are in the middle of something very important. Now then, where was I? Oh yes, I am a Piahi. A Piahi. If you are sitting here now, it's because I have personally invited you to the passage of the Unbound, a secretive villainous order with ambitions to sow discord throughout the world. A League of Villains? You can't be. Villains do not often call themselves such. Where secret orders have their meetings in places where all eyes can see. What do you know? Your snide remarks only ruined my carefully constructed atmosphere. If I had time to think of a suitable slogan, you would understand that words are everything. I digress. I invited you all here for one reason, to throw a world into a mire of chaos, and then watch its nations crumble. What else would we call ourselves if not villainous? My only interest is to punish all who dare to mock and belittle me. So long as I can achieve that, you can call me whatever you like. Rich, the powerful, the mighty, all shall be crushed under the weight of my ire. A grand design for a group of 6. Even if we manage to muster others to our side, there's a limit to what we can accomplish. I regret to say you are right. Presently, we are bound and powerless. That is why, in order to raise our fist against our oppressors, we must find the strength to shatter our shackles. Let's get to the point, please. And in so doing, we shall become unbound, like the bird soaring up above. We shall take flight and spread our wicked wings, staining the azure skies black. Fucking weeb. Goddamn nerd. Made the astrologian a fucking weeb. God damn it. Ah, but sometimes skies become treacherous with clouds and even birds. Even birds must rest. You speak of finding strength. Is that why we are here? Look for it. I gotta pull out like 7 different voices for these fucking idiots. So that I pledge my aid. With newfound might at my beck and call, I shall win adoration, known only by a hero. Your eagerness is heartening, and you are correct. Tools to make our goal a reality lay in Tural. Across this continent can be found certain artifacts which possess untold power. Did you say artifacts? Oh, I sent you an adventurous hunt for instruments of devious devilry ahead. My imagination is overflowing fused with images of the new forms my trickery might take. I dare say the world is not ready. Yes, well, to get to the heart of the matter, matters are held by the disparate tribes which make their home in the Tural continent, where they have been passed down through the generations as sacred treasures. Whatever stories these people have attached to their so-called treasures matters not. Each contain the essence of fearsome beasts called Tural Vidrar. And with them in our possession, none shall be able to stand against us. Take the objects for ourselves, bring them across the sea, and use them to undermine the nations far and wide, which the means by which you choose to do so leave in your hands. I ask only that you do not disappoint. I take it there are no questions. And let the passage of the Unbound open into the world. We begin at once! Fucking nerds. Get out of here.
didn't order a single thing. Aww. Aww.
My voice is starting to feel it.
That's the long and short of it. What do you think?
They might lack discretion, but they seem formidable nonetheless. They left without ordering anything. Villainous indeed. They left without ordering anything. Villainous indeed. Guess they could have done is get some, like, some small drinks or something. Use some kind of patronage.
Right there in their name. They're unbound by manners and respect, and won't be welcome back here anytime soon. You, on the other hand, can stay as long as you like.
Really? Thanks, man.
Of course, we had a duty to report when what we heard to the Lance Guard. We did, but it didn't make a damn difference, because soon we learned those unwelcome guests had teeth. Not long ago, one individual from a remote tribe came here seeking help, recovering a stolen relic. Then another came with the same story. Then another, and so on. By the time we realized the passage of the Unbound was a real threat, they had one and all made their way across the sea with ill-gotten gains. Each tribe has sent one of their own to recover what was lost, but being in strange lands, they're at a disadvantage. That's why I've been looking for someone who knows every corner of Eorzea and beyond. Now, I know your business in Tural, or else you wouldn't be here in the first place. But could you do me could you take the time to hear Tural Majun out? You'd be doing a service to many who could really use a hand.
My fee is infinite food. Infinite raid food. Crit determination. Acquired on the stats. Actually, no, crit direct it. Change my mind. Speak with Rod Majun. I did the nerdy voice for this guy, right?
Greetings. Well, I've been thinking personally for lending your assistance in this matter. We've been quite desperate for someone suitable.
Greetings, Raul Majun. At the risk of becoming a daily nuisance, I must ask, have there been any developments you might share?
A nuisance? My parents thought it become just a time effect. Nothing about the Monte Echo has agreed to do the search.
Finally, a fortunate turn. So long as our sacred treasures are in the wicked hands, our home shall know no peace. Say nothing of the danger they pose to the other nations. These thieves really do intend to stir chaos across the seas. You got better depart in the next ship. Before you do, it might be proper to introduce yourselves to those who have come to the Yoda in search of aid. Loazenique comes from the village to the north, far to the north. A single warrior cannot hope to withstand the power of her tribe's relic, so she requires a stout protector, someone that can be leaned upon when the times are darkest.
Oh, you mean like a tank?
Yearly, the Nipine must recover afflicts terrible maladies upon its victims. We seek someone who commands great healing magics to counteract this effect. The search for Shashepya's tribal treasure has been instructed to a fearless hunter. She requires someone to act as a front-line fighter who can distract her target while her bow takes deadly aim. And lastly, there is Suhe, who knows a little about her people's ancient artifact and decided that it must not fall into the wrong hands. She seeks a mage of great power, but they beyond the outline shrouded in mystery.
Aren't you forgetting someone, Rahulja? Your case is just as pressing, even if you won't say so yourself.
Rahulja hails from further south than even Mamuk, and has traveled many days and nights in search of someone who can strike down their prey from afar. It's the only way to escape the effect of his village's treasure. Did I get that right?
Oh god damn it, that was the other dude.
Indeed. I didn't get so forgetful in my old age. Thank you, Raul Majun. 5 tries, 5 stolen treasures, 5 job quests. All are waiting for the aid of a brave soul. Hopefully that can be you, Echo.
Maybe. I suppose.
Of course, I'll show you all that I know about that. You only need to ask. But know that I will not hold it against you should you choose to assist only those for whom your talents are best suited. So long as you do what you can, the people of Tural and even further will be in your debt.
I can beat these weaves down. You've gained access to the road quest for Dawntrail, sub-quest line, the story is now available for tank, melee, DPS, visual range, DPS, magical range, DPS, and healables. Pick up the people of Tural gathered in Chibalya and assist them with recovering their stolen treasures. Okay. Can do. Oh, I'm almost at 96. Come on. Oh, just a little bit further. Alright, the narwhal beckons. The young woman gazes into the horizon with a troubled expression. Ozonic wave, right? Oh, hello! Judging by your attire, you must be the traveler from across the seas. I suppose Brukavu has enlisted you to our aid. And you were guided here safely must be the work of the brave narwhal, who remains watchful even in this dire time. We're ever grateful for its vigilance. My name is Loazemkwe, and I hail from the northern reaches of Tural, where even our breath freezes when caught in the chilling winds. Our peoples revere Tural Vidral, the narwhal, whose essence rests in the cradle of the sleepless, our most sacred treasure. Through fathomless depths it swam without rest, protecting its home from anyone who do it harm. Legends tell us that the narwhal can place the burden of its beacon upon another, and thus was able to maintain its vigil night and day. So too can any who possess the cradle lull a person, willing or no, into a deep slumber, all the while avoiding the need for sleep themselves. Needless to say, such power could cause untold harm in the wrong hands. Thus was the greatest warrior of our village, Intilawa, tasked with crossing the ocean and returning with that which is most sacred to us. I'd have joined him, but I feared I'd only be a burden, so I remained here that I might find someone to send to his aid. Intilawa has ever rushed blindly and bravely and blindly into the thick of things, leaving me behind to watch and worry. But if there's anything I can do to help him, even a little, then I must. Brukavu has done well to send you to me. I could tell you are just the woman to temper his more reckless tendencies and keep him safe during his quest. As luck would have it, a letter from Tintawa arrived shortly before you did. It seems he discovered that the thief made their way to a place called Ishgard. While I don't doubt his prowess, even Tintawa would be rendered helpless before the narwhal's lullaby. Please, could you follow him to Ishgard and find him before he does anything rash? Ishgard is like a second home to me. I won't let your treasure be misused. Ishgard's like a second home to me at this point. All that time I spent in DSR, you know? Thank you, Echo. I knew the narwhal would guide a brave protector to our side. Intalawa sails to an unfamiliar place. Despite his hasty nature, he doubts spend time gathering information about his new surroundings before planning his next step. Ishgard has a place like this one where people gather to drink and talk. You might go there first. I swear a swordsman with blue hair and a tire like mine, and I'm sure it won't be long until you find him. Alright. It gets me to 96. Oh, let's speak up with a lot. Use the get the right ticket for this one. Yeah, this will get me to 96. Feel it. Damn. All these years later, and the starting to the song still hits different. Heaven's Ward is such a good time. I loved it when Heaven's Ward was current. It was so good. Like one of the high points of this game for sure. Alright, Gilberlant. What's up? If it isn't Echo, what did it be? A lad from the western continent. Well, I can't be going around gossiping about the comings and goings of my customers now, can I? That's a quick way to an empty tavern. I suppose, since you're you, I can make an exception, just this once. A lad much like the one you described walked through my door not long ago. Was asking anyone who's here he could bid about some stolen narwhal or something such he was after. Usually by someone a drink before interrogating them, but not him. Nobody knew what he was going on about, but he was determined. Squirrels and Ishgard people might gather to flap their lips. So I told him to head to the Jewel Crozier. If you leave now, I reckon he'll still be there. You know him when you see him, trust me. Alright. The pillars, huh? The Jewel Crozier. Let's see, Ethernet shard and go see him then. Aw. The music was out to get like to the really epic part. Oh well. Hot-blooded youth.
Bunch of useless. Boy, the narwhal's holler, and you'd think manners keep people warm for how desperately these people cling to them. And here I'm trying to rid their city of a thief. Yes? It seems you know me, but I don't think I've ever seen you before. I'd remember. Laws Edique sent you? Even across oceans she can sense why I'm in trouble. Well, I won't deny a helping hand, especially one with their blessing. I'm having no luck getting information from these people. Seems there are unwritten rules regarding favors that no one's bothered to tell me. I know the thief traveled here, but that's where the trail runs cold. I thought it'd only be a matter of time until they used the cradle to commit some misdeed or another. It seems nothing is amiss within or without Ishkar's pulse. I have only a description to go on, although it's availed me nothing so far. The woman of race known in this land as Ellison. She has striking red hair and eyes the color of rust. Scar dominates her forehead and a mole rests upon her lips. She came to my village posing as a scholar with an interest in the cradle. Although she gave us a name, I know now it was just a lie, like everything else that spewed from her mouth. The bounty of meat, vegetables, and fruit she offered was worth its weight in gold to us. After the cold snap we suffered last year, we couldn't afford to turn her away. But looking back, I realize how brazen her deception was. Although she wore the robes of a scholar, she moved the poise of a predator. I marked her as a fearsome warrior the moment I laid eyes on her. Of course, she wouldn't have been able to travel so far north on her own if she was unseasoned. Well, I thought nothing of it at the time. It was my first misstep of many. That's all I know. It's not much, but if you see even the smallest scrap of a clue in there, it'll be a damn sight better than what I currently have.
The scholar studying Ishgard without passing through the astrologicum. She feels even on Zakil shoots in St. Raymond's Cathedral. Skilled sword would be known among the knights of the congregation. Skilled sword would be known among the knights of the congregation.
Knights, was it? I suppose that's what you call these deadly-looking fellows covered in steel. Yes, you may be onto something there, but where would we find one willing to speak?
I might know one or two.
Your barracks near the tavern? I know the way. I'll meet you there.
Oh damn, the night theme here is really nice too. Line reckoning, the narwhal beckons. Where is that? Crossing the Forgotten Night. Okay. The music in Heaven's Ward was so good. I love it. I love coming back here every time.
Why, Miss Ashbell, what brings you to the congregation?
The passage of the Unbound is not a name I have heard before, but one of their number has brought an artifact of great power to Ishgard. It will be ill-advised to suffer their presence. We shall act on this information at once. If there is aught that would threaten the peace, then it is our duty to root it out. Consider the knights of the congregation at your disposal.
Thank you for hearing us out, truly. How does anything about the description we shared ring a bell?
An illusion woman with red eyes and red hair and eyes the color of rust. Wait, you said she wore a scar on her forehead, yes? And a mole. No, it could not be.
You know who she is?
Well, such information is usually privy to those within our order. Pray understand my hesitation.
What? Weren't you listening to anything we told you? It's too dangerous to be left alone. This isn't the time for secrecy. I know I'm a stranger in your city, but I can't stand by while innocent lives might be at risk.
You can't trust Tentalawa, then trust me. He's right, the dangerous just bending the rules a little. You can't trust him, trust me. All the shit that I've done for you in the past. You deserve it. I deserve this a little bit, right? Or at least a little bit of this, right?
You are right, of course. The hero who ended the Dragonside War is not worthy of our trust, then who is? Very well. Master Tentawala, pray accept my apologies. Although you may not be Ishgari and your desire to keep his people safe is plain as shade, we shall place our trust in you, as Mistress Aswell has. Mistress Ashwell has.
I'm glad we can see eye to eye. Now then, what do you know of this thief?
Description matches called back some old memories. Memories of a night called Leofan. Really recalling her story makes me ill at ease, for the mark she left upon our honorable order was black as pitch. None know of her whereabouts since she was expelled from the congregation. I thought she, living with the shame of her deeds would be punishment enough, but she now cuts swords with the villains that threaten the very foundation of order. It is clear we can suffer her freedom no longer. I shall inform my superiors of this development. Suggest that the congregation saw it as part to track down Leofine in her place and place her in custody. We are an out of value. I promise to share it with you at once.
I don't know why the knight is Sean Connery, I'd ask.
Really? That's more than I could have asked. I suppose we ought to consider what to do in the meantime. Care to join me over there, Echo?
Okay, over here. Like the mini map made it look like he was like way across the fucking area.
So we have a name, Leofine, a former knight of Ishgard. But she knows how to hide herself in the city well. Asking about her straws won't get us anywhere. My own familiarity does little to help our chances. We may have no choice but to wait until the knights discover our lead. Nevertheless, I intend to spend every waking moment learning more about the city and its workings. As for you, I only ask that you be ready to move at a moment's notice. Until then, be well.
Hell yeah, 96. Oh boy, continuation 2. Oh boy. I love Double Down and Faded Circle and Faded Brand and all the continuations. Oh boy, this makes me so happy. He's already ready with the next one. I gotta go to Idleshire and end in the book though. Go hand in that book and get to 96 and a half. How dumb is this shit? I wonder. I'm gonna go try it out after I get my Chloe book candidate in. How absolutely fucking dumb is Faded Circle continuation? This one and this one. Oh yeah, 96 and a half. Well, I like to see, baby.
Grand MGP. How much am I at right now? Oh man, 300 until I get my fucking cactus boy. Alright, I'm gonna go try this out. Fucking weirdo on the fucking coaster triple tri mount following me around. Baby, here it is. I mean, that's a cool animation, I guess, but that's... Is that something Gunbreaker really needed? AoE continuation. Oh no. It's fucking goofy. I don't think Gunbreaker really needed that for AoE, but who knows, maybe this raid here is gonna be like huge AoE. We put a lot of AoE aspects into the tanks. Let's go back to Ishgard and continue on with that story then, I guess. Actually, no. Let's keep going with the main story and then knock all that out at once whenever I can. Probably like at 9. If it's like Endwalker, it's probably gonna be like at 98. I get the ability to get the artifact here. Then max level, I get the ability to dye it probably. So I'm just gonna do it all, like save it all up to do it all at once, I guess. Doesn't really give you anything up until that point. It's just a story. Some more experience, I guess, but still. Let's get back to it. Head up here and see what's up. I'll find Woodcomot, right? Oh, she's down here. Only 4 levels to go and then I'm maxed out. Yeah, I'll come back at like 98 and do all of the story quests for the tanks. And see if it gives you the artifact here, because that's